in Yeshua HaMashiach. As we just close and roll the Torah back to Besot HaBracha, and we go back again to Bereisheet, I want you to stop, breathe, trust, be blessed, and don't forget to be a blessing. Every ending is a beginning. The final words are still echoing. A blessing given, a journey fulfilled. But before the scroll can rest, it turns not to close the story, but to begin it again and again. Last week in this very room, we were celebrating Sukkot, doing the blessings with the lulav, and we just rejoiced with the Torah, dancing and doing a little bit of exercise here. And just like that, it ended. The high holidays are over. There is a story by Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Bereisheet. Once saw a poor man crying in shul during Simchat Torah. While everybody was dancing, rejoicing, he sat in the corner with his talit, just gone, completely in the corner, forgotten by everybody. So the rabbi approached him gently and said, "Why don't you dance with us?" And man said, "Rabbi, how can I dance? My heart is full of worries. My debts, my health, my children. I can't find joy right now." So the rabbi smiled softly and said to him, "My dear Jew, even if your feet can't dance, let your soul dance. When we hold the Torah, we are not rejoicing in what we have done. We are rejoicing in who we belong to. And that joy, that trust, opened the gates of heaven." The man stood up, tears in his eyes. He didn't want to dance, but he joined the circle. Not because his pain just disappeared, but because he realized he didn't have to carry it alone. Last week as well, we witnessed a beautiful blessing. Probably a lot of us, we stay up all night, we didn't sleep, and perhaps we have to go straight to work. And we did it happily. Seeing all the hostages back was a joy. Fill our heart. The perfect ending of a holiday. We still have some that have to come back. But that joy, that excitement, that feeling, we witness them coming, rejoicing, tears, blessings, back to their land. The very land that God, Hashem, showed Moses in the final Parashah. He said, "This is the land that I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give it to your seed. I will give it to your seed. I have let you see it with your own eyes, but you will not cross from here." And even though Moses would not enter the land, he still stood tall and blessed the people, bless each tribe, one by one. He didn't bless them as a whole nation, but one by one, soul by soul, person by person. Why he would do that? Because in the eyes of God, every soul matters. Every person is seen. Every hostage should be counted. Every child should smile. Every elder should be honored. Every quiet soul in the corner must dance again. As Moses stood on the edge of the promised land, he made sure that no one felt forgotten. He didn't enter the land himself, but he gave the blessing for the people to go forward, to move forward, to do. And let us do the same. Why don't we do the same? We may not see the full redemption yet, but we send our blessings ahead. We cover the future with prayer, love, and with faith. So let me remind you again. Stop what you're doing. Breathe. Trust. Be blessed. And do not forget to be a blessing. Let God use you. Shabbat is a taste of the world to come. It reminds us that we are not defined by what we do, by who we are in God's eyes. Shabbat, we are held, we are loved, we are not left alone. It's the day that we rest. Any other day we worry about anything and everything. Learn to disconnect. Learn to put yourself apart as he did. The celebration of the Shabbat is more than just rest. It is celebration of the coming of the Messiah. Each Shabbat offers a foretaste of the era of peace, when Messiah will reign and the world will be whole. Keeping Shabbat is like making a down payment on the world to come. Let me repeat that again. Keeping Shabbat is like making a down payment on the world to come. We invest in that peace now, week by week. Remember yourself that Shabbat doesn't need you. You need Shabbat. Let me say that again for the young, for the medium-aged people, for the old, for everybody. Shabbat doesn't need you. You need Shabbat. You need that rest. Perhaps this is why Yeshua is called the Lord of the Shabbat on Matthew 12:8. He embodied the Torah's way and taught us to rest in God's promises. There is another story that says that after the Holocaust, a small group of survivors gathered for Simchat Torah, but they didn't have a scroll. They didn't have a synagogue. They didn't have music. They didn't have food. Many lost their entire families. Everybody. Many of them were by themselves. God forbid, but picture yourself alone with a bunch of strangers. Nobody in your family. And one whispered to the other, it's Simchat Torah. What do we do now? They found a pair of wooden sticks. They found a talit. They roll it up and dance with it. They dance in circles around an invisible Torah. Not because they have forgotten the horrors. Not because they didn't remember who they were anymore. But they knew that in the middle of darkness, in the middle of pain, of suffering, there is always a beginning, because you know what? Any season that we are in right now, whatever season you may be in, that too shall pass. Keep that in mind. That too shall pass. Every one of us have gone through trials, difficult situations. I assure you this, that too shall pass. Life continues. There is always a new beginning. In that moment, the survivors of the Holocaust weren't dancing with the Torah. They were the living Torah. They were alive again. Adonai, Master of the universe, as we close this scroll, we close it. We roll it back to the beginning. When the world feels dark, and it's a lot of darkness in New York City, let's be the light. Let's share who Yeshua, the Messiah, is. Don't forget that you're a believer. Let's shed a little light in you with others. Wherever you may be going, in the train, driving, to work, for a coffee, that people will see that you have that aroma of Messiah. Let there be light when you feel unworthy. Let there be light when you're speaking to one another. Let there be light every day of your life. Let there be light when you're treating your spouses, your parents, your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your children, your neighbor, your employees, anybody. Be a light. Be a ruach. Be a good breath. You remind us every day, Abba Father, that your mercies are indeed renewed every morning. And let us be that for the people that is surrounding us. Father in heaven, teach us to stop, to breathe, to trust, to be blessed and be a blessing. Bless this new beginning. Bless our people and the nations. Bless all the hostages, alive or lost, still waiting to come home. Bless the broken and the brave. And let us dance again and again in wholeness, in peace, and in redemption. And I want you to remember this. Stop, breathe, trust, be blessed, and don't forget to be a blessing. Beshem Yeshua HaMashiach, Shabbat Shalom.